Kristen.
And this is
Whose House?
And today we're back at our house.
Our house.
As you
Welcome.
can see, last week when we left off, we kind of went over some things: bad dates, red flags. How do you know if it's a red flag? All the things. And
I like red flags.
we kind of ended asking ourselves, are we the problem? And then some of you guys followed up and kind of reached out to us and said, hey, how do you know if you're the problem? Are you the problem? And so I tend to overthink a lot of things. Mm-hmm. And so, that whole week I had time to process, and I was like, am I the problem? And I came to the conclusion, drum roll please, I am not the problem. Not totally, at least.
You're not. You are not the problem.
No. So I kind of went through the story I told, the bad date with the plunger and all.
Oh my gosh.
All the hashtag shit happens.
Wait, the plunger where you threw it in the bushes?
Yeah.
The dirty boo-boo plunger that you
plunger.
threw in the bushes?
That's the one. And so I was thinking, that kind of comes off as wow, she is the problem. She can't even get her stomach figured out.
Or clean the plunger and put it in the cabinet.
Correct. But, thinking about that, because it was a while ago, but reflecting on that time, there was more to that story and the way the relationship ended. So this same person, like I said, had moved about an hour and a half from my hometown. So it was kind of a distance thing. And he came down shortly after the plunger incident. Now, he was a drinker.
So the plunger didn't throw him off. The
No.
plunger incident was not a deal breaker.
It wasn't. It was
Well.
I mean, come on.
I know. Look at you. Okay.
So when he comes down, there was this big event. He had played baseball, and so we were going to this baseball banquet. There was going to be some professional athletes there that went to the same college that I was currently finishing at and that he graduated from.
Okay.
And so when he came down, he would stay at his family's house, which was about 45 minutes-ish from where I lived.
Okay.
And, I was finishing college, lived with my mom. And so we go to this banquet. And like I said, he was a drinker, okay? I was a college athlete, so I tried not to drink.
True.
So he comes down, we go out, and he starts drinking. And, it's ex-teammates and stuff, so he's having a good time. We go to play pool after. He keeps drinking. Yeah.
Well, that's why you go to a bar, right?
Well,
to drink.
Yes. But, how much is too much? And so,
True.
Obviously, he drove, and I was like, listen, you're not good to drive. I'm going to drive you back. We're going to go to my mom's place.
He drank so much to where he couldn't even drive?
Correct. I was not getting in the passenger seat with someone that intoxicated. And so
yeah, understood.
I was like, let's just go back to my mom's. You can sleep in the bed. I'm going to sleep on the couch out of respect for my mother. Mm-hmm. And, because I don't, you're not driving 45 minutes. I don't trust it. I would feel terrible if something happened.
Yeah.
So I agreed to it. And so I'm sleeping on the couch. My mom's in her room. Mind you, has no clue what's going on because she was already asleep. It was late. I hear someone get up to go to the restroom. And so I was like, I don't know which person that is. If it was my mom, I was going to say, hey, just a heads up,
Right, let her know.
And then I hear my mom's door open, and I was like, oh, crap. Well,
it's
too
my
late.
Mom.
Whatever. She's back in the bedroom now. Okay, so I'm laying there, roll back over, fixing to relax, go back to sleep, and I hear my mother scream at the top of her lungs, Kristen Lynn! And I was like,
the middle name, it's
yes,
serious.
And I'm sitting there going, oh God, what is going on? And followed by, get him out of here. So yes.
Oh my gosh.
This man.
Oh my gosh.
This man had drank so much that he left my bedroom, used the restroom, went back into my mother's bedroom, crawled in bed with her, and put his leg over her. And so, needless to say,
Kristen Lynn.
Yeah, needless to say, I got an earful the next, get him out of here right now. You got to go. You got to go. And that was pretty much It wasn't the plunger. It was,
Him.
yes, he was definitely the problem that ended that relationship.
Oh, for sure. And mama always knows best.
Yes, she does.
And when mama says, he ain't the one, baby girl, he ain't the one.
True.
Crazy.
Yeah, but I wasn't the problem.
And you know what? I truly believe that. I truly believe you're not the problem. I mean, I know you very well. Super sweet, Southern belle. Never the problem. You are not.
Thank you.
Me, on the other hand, I am a Southern belle as well, and sweet, but I'm a little problem. But I think that's okay. I think it's okay to be a little bit of a problem.
Just a little?
Just a little.
Okay.
And, well, you know what they say, too much of anything is not good.
True.
So that must mean if it's a little bit of something, it's good.
Yeah.
So
We're going to go with that.
yeah, I'm just a little problem. And honestly, you know, talking about ex-boyfriends, exes, I started to realize that I was a little bit of a problem while going through my divorce. So I was married for quite some time and with somebody for over 10 years. And I definitely changed, and not for the best, but changed, you know, in a way that I wasn't happy with. And I realized, yeah, I may be a little bit of a problem because, you know, I started to have ill thoughts. Like, okay, you know, I would just randomly be driving or sitting and watching TV, and I'd be thinking, this is not what I want. This is not the life that I want. I don't want this. And when you start to do that, it's weird. I don't really know how to explain it, but when you start to tell yourself things like that, it does come off in your life. Like, so I was, you know, anybody that I think has gone through a divorce knows at the end of a divorce, you're usually your worst self. You're not in a good place mentally. And yeah, and I realized, you know, I was being manipulative, and I was being, I was hitting below the belt when we would talk. I was being very not a nice person, right? And I started to think, you know, it's you. And it's so easy to point the finger and blame other people when you're in the moment. But, you know, once we got divorced and I stepped away from that and started to realize, okay, you know, you kind of start thinking, damn, like, what happened? Yeah, I am a little bit of a problem, but in a good way. I definitely believe when you know what you don't want, or you know what you don't want your life to be, and you're able to recognize that and leave that situation or remove yourself from that situation, that is very brave. And I'm strong. I am a strong Black woman, okay, and a little bit of a problem. But like I said, like in a good way. Right. Literally, Kristen, like, you know me, you know, like I'm a good freaking person. Okay, I'm goofy, I'm funny, I'm silly, I'm clumsy. But I did find myself literally not in a good mind frame. And not only that, but, you know, after my divorce, I was probably divorced for 3 weeks, and I ended up feeling a lump in my breast. Turns out it was stage 2 breast cancer. So it was wild and crazy, and it was like, okay, so now that I just got divorced and I've turned into a person that I somewhat don't even recognize, I now have to stay alive. Yeah. I have to fight to stay alive. And I did. I lost all my hair. everywhere. Okay. And I used to shave my arms in high school. Let me tell you, I didn't have to shave for at least a good 6 months. And I loved that. And, you know, when you come out of something like that, you're a changed person. And I'm very happy with who I am today.
So
I,
when you say you lost all your hair, like all your hair.
oh, I had no eyebrows, no eyelashes, no hair on my head, no hair on my body.
Okay, well, did you see? Because I mean, nowadays we have, you know, the wigs. You can, it's cool to draw your eyebrows on and everything. You can get the fake lashes, but have you seen the Kim Kardashian new thongs that she came up with that have the variety of your choice? You can choose color, texture, curl, straight, pubic hair
What?
on the outside of the thong. Yes.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Tell me more about this because I'm actually intrigued.
Yeah, so I was looking online. They sell for $32.
Oh, that's expensive.
Yes. I mean,
For one panty?
for one panty.
With hair?
For one thong with hair. So, you know, if you are into the waxing, the sugaring, the normal waxing, you're going to spend about $50 to $75 to get waxed. That does not include the tip. And then on top of that,
please.
you're going to order a pair of Kim K thongs that cost you $32. So you're looking at right at about $100 just to cover yourself with faux fur. We're going to call it fur.
Faux fur.
After removing your grown fur.
Right. So we're spending all this money to wax and shave and, you know, make it look really good just to put on some panties that have the hair on it.
Correct.
And me, I straighten my hair a lot, but my hair is naturally curly. So should I wear the curly haired panties or like a straight hair panty?
Depends on the day. You could change it up. You could go red. Red turns heads.
Ooh, I like reds. I do. I'm going to go red sooner or later. And you know what? I may buy one of those pairs of panties, thongs, thong, and do a curly hair red.
Yes. What is it? Make sure the drapes match the curtains.
Make sure the drapes match the curtains. So true. But you know what? You're not the problem, okay, at all. You are not. You know all this cool stuff. She's smart, y'all. Very smart. Master's smart, pretty much. Yeah, you're not the problem, Kristen.
No.
You know all about the thongs and the wrongs and the dongs and the longs.
I may not be the entire problem, but I do have a problem with men. Like I do, because some of the stuff that you touched on, like with your story about your former marriage, you know, I was with a guy for 13 years. So many red flags now looking back at it. But I mean, it was just, I feel like as women, sometimes we get so caught up in trying to be fixers and we fall in love with someone, not keeping in mind that we're both going to grow and change as we get older and throughout life, because you should always be growing.
Exactly.
If you're not,
then what are you doing? If you're not growing and you're not changing, you're not living.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it was a very, looking back at it now, narcissistic relationship. And I use that word very easily because I feel like a lot of men and women get labeled as a narcissist when they're really not. But this is the reason I am living in this area now. I moved up here from my hometown, gave up a lot of things. And they're looking back now, I was the problem there because my problem was I left the life that I knew to come start a life up here with someone who I thought I was in love with, and I might have been at the time.
I'm sure you were. You wouldn't sacrifice those type of things for somebody that you don't love.
Right.
Yeah.
And but I was so love blind that I just let thing after thing go. I mean, when you're with someone for 13 years and there's no talk of marriage, or there is talk of marriage when it's convenient to keep someone there.
Right. Keeping them on that,
yes.
that string, that invisible string.
Yes. When you're with someone for that long who wants children, and you fake taking stuff to help her get pregnant. Yes.
Wait, did you say fake?
Fake.
Fake taking stuff?
Yes. I mean, there were so many things before that. And I think the challenges that I went through in that relationship, kind of like you, brought me to be the person I am today, because after 13 years, it took a woman showing up at our doorstep to enlighten me on everything that had been going on for the past probably 10 years.
No.
Yes.
No.
It was the worst, best day of my life.
The worst, best day. I like that.
Yeah. Because later on that evening, when things went down even worse, having the discussion with him about it, it finally, I knew he wasn't my person, but it was so routine for so long.
Yeah. Sorry. No touching. It's the routine, though.
Yeah,
you get caught in a routine, and you just want to keep that routine, and because that's how it is.
Yeah, it's your norm, and that's all you know. And I had left, my family and my friends and my hometown and moved up here, but it took the worst thing ever happening, like it getting physical, for me to finally say, yeah, this is not
what I want.
This is not what I want. I immediately left, moved out, never looked back, didn't tell my family or anyone that I had moved out for about 6 months.
Wow.
I know.
You did it all on your own.
I did. Made me a much stronger person. So I do, the only thing I can thank him for is making me the person I am today because of what I went through with him.
And that's life.
That is life.
That is life. And you know what they say? Instead of crying, just laugh. I think that's why we're so fun. I think that's why we're so funny. Because we know how to turn pain into pleasure. Or no, but seriously.
It is. Well, it's a coping mechanism.
Yeah, it is. It is. And that's what you guys are here for. You're going to get to know us a lot better. Again, we're going to get to know you guys a lot better. Sheesh. So you agree you're not the problem still, or are you kind of the problem?
I think I do have some problem areas. But I think as a whole, no, I don't think I'm a problem as a whole. I think there are still some things I need to work on, and some triggers from that past relationship that I'm working through. But as a whole, definitely not the problem.
Gotcha.
Spotting red flags early is my new goal.
Hashtag red flags.
That's right.
Let's make sure we're very aware of that.
That's right. Stick to the green.
Stick to the green. And like Double N said earlier, some of you guys reached out to us asking us, hey, how do we know if, we're a red flag or a green flag?
Yeah.
And do we really know? Honestly, I feel like we don't really know until we step away from that situation that we're in and we really take a hard look at ourselves. But red flags, I kind of like the red flags a little bit, just a little. But that's because I'm a little bit of a problem too. I don't know.
And my new motto is red flags are only great at a circus.
Ooh. Oh my gosh. Are you for real?
Yes. Get them away from me.
I love that. I love that. Well, you know what? I love that we went a little deeper today with who we are. We started with the bad dates. Now we're ending with, are we the problem? She's not. I am a little bit. But I love that. I love it.
Yeah.
And I love that you guys are tuning in, watching us. And wait, I'm sorry, what were you about to say?
Oh, I was going to say it. And tell us, comment below. Talk to us about some red flags that either maybe you carry yourself or some red flags that you've seen in relationships, because I know I'm just not picking out the only red flags
on
the planet.
Yeah, there's a lot of red flags, I'm sure. And yeah, DM us, message us, because again, it's whose house? You're in our house, but we are going to be coming to you guys' house. No room is off limits. We can come and talk to you in your kitchen, your bathroom, your living room, your bedroom. Okay, but we will keep it sophisticated.
That's right.
I guess.
I'll take some Imodium before we come to the bathroom.
Oh yeah. No plunger incidents happening when we come to you guys. But again, follow us. Follow us on our social media sites. Follow us on our YouTube page, Whose House DFW, all across the board. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Watch us every week. Drop days are Tuesday. And we also want to shout out another podcast that we definitely love. They are up for the Best of Black Dallas. It's a fifth of something. What? If you go to dallasweekly.com, go ahead and click on the Best of Black Dallas. You will see local favorites. Click on local favorites. You'll also see Best Podcast. Click on Best Podcast and then vote for a fifth of something, y'all. They are hilarious. They are amazing. It's Miles and Shamila, and literally, they have a podcast that is unmatched, okay? And they need a win. So vote for them. Mm-hmm. And we'll see y'all guys next week. Enjoy your week. It's getting a little colder. Stay warm. Stay snuggled up. And again, we're coming to you guys. We want to see your holiday spirit. We want to see how you guys live, during the holiday season. We will catch y'all on the flip side. We will see y'all next week at Whose House. Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.